All right. So they made a few announcements that I want to deal with. Really only two. I'm going to deal with two fight announcements. Or I might deal with more. We'll see. But I want to start with and focus on primarily two. This one and the Blanchfield Santos fight. Now, I did not expect Rose to move up, especially not now. Not this soon. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not disappointed because she can't fight Manon the way she fought Carla. Manon's not going to let a fight like that happen. And I think that's a big reason why that fight is happening. Whether it be Rose herself wanting it or the UFC preferring to match Rose up against a fighter unlike Carla, a fighter who's going to bring the fight to her. Because I think Rose could retire if she wants. Yeah, I don't think it's far-fetched. She could live off the money she's made already, and if she invests that wisely, she could live, would never have to fight again. She's at that level. So I don't know if she is hungry enough to deal with fighters who've never even fought for the belt at all. She's kind of out of her league. And really, that same might be true with Valentina Shevchenko. Part of the reason why Rose moved up might be because there's no excitement really for her at strawweight. She already fought Weili twice. Nobody wants to see that a third time. And I don't think Rose is that confident in a third fight. A lot of people thought she lost the rematch. And Weili's looking better. And, I don't think she's crazy about that. And I don't think Rose is crazy about fighting Amanda Lemos. Lemos got a more dangerous... She's dangerous, man. She's dangerous. Okay? And I can see a lot of girls not wanting no parts of that. Like, nah. I know Andrade is... Listen, you know how I feel about that. But look at how long Rose has fought at strawweight. Carla's still at the top of the division. The flyweight division right now is clearly the best division. Clearly. Now, I'm not mad at this fight because Rose got to fight. She has to fight. She is not going to have no staring contest. She's not going to go in there and start to text Manon from across the cage. She's going to have to fight. And not only that, Rose going to have to try to survive. Look at the type of fight this is. When we think of Manon, we should think of her as more like a closer. More like a closer. Chukagian is just hard to stop. And Chukagian is huge. Rose is not that big. And Manon does well against fighters that are smaller than her. She just does. Now, remember a while ago, Manon called out Rose, and I criticized her for it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's that coming from? So they must have been talking about it back then. Y'all remember that? Manon said something about welcoming Rose to the flyweight division. So I think even in a 3-round fight, and it might not be, especially if it's 5 rounds, Rose is going to have to fight for her life. She most definitely is. I think Manon would have pressed the issue a lot more against Chookagian if Chookagian wasn't so flipping big. She would have, man. She always does against fighters that are kind of smaller than her. And against Rose, oh man. Oh man. This is a dangerous fight for Rose. So I love it. I'm not mad. I'm not complaining. You know? Because let me ask you. Manon, at flyweight, Shevchenko is about to fight Alexa Grasso. They're about to have a rematch. Here, let me get a screenshot here. Go to this. If I can do this. If it's gonna let me. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Hold up a second. Wait a minute. Let me get a screenshot here. Okay, here we go. All right. Do this. All right, stop that. There we go. All right, get out of here. At flyweight. Okay. Shevchenko is about to fight for the belt again. People, I wanted Blanchfield, Fiorot. But then, who would Santos fight? Andrade? Andrade's about to fight. She's about to leave the division. And I don't think they're ready to throw Catlin back into the title contender picture. And Santos is more of a eliminator. She at an eliminator level right now. You know, she gave Valentina a real tough fight. That helps the division with Rose coming in because Rose can act as an eliminator for Manon as Santos fights Blanchfield. Now, just imagine if, say, Carla moved to flyweight. Or Jan moved to flyweight. Wouldn't that be crazy? I've been talking about this for a while. I was like, the excitement is going to be when the fighters start to jump divisions. I've been saying this for a while. I don't know if I'm sure I'm alone, but I think this is exactly what the women need to do. Not as a, something to do, but if you can do it, if it makes sense, you cutting a lot of weight, if you function better. Because right now the strawweight division is dying out. It's getting kind of dead. And the flyweight division is becoming more exciting. It just is. And it does not matter that Shevchenko's at 125. They can just not fight. Like fighters do all the time. Fighters just refuse to fight. Or they might fight. I think they've talked about fighting each other before. And I'm sure they would. I mean, why not? Friends have fought before. So it helps. It only helps the division. Now, Rose got mental hang-ups. If Rose get destroyed in this fight, I think it's a good chance at any moment for Rose to just up and retire. I prepared myself for that long time ago. For Rose to just retire without warning, to just lose one day and call it quits. Like, yeah, I've accomplished enough. I'm a 2-time champion. I just wanted to test myself, see where I was here. Like, Manon, her track record against fighters like Rose, in my opinion, I'm definitely taking Manon in this fight. But I'm not mad at the decision. I like the movement. Santos Blanchfield is a difficult fight for both of them. And I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to take Santos. But that's a hard fight for both of them. Blanchfield might win. Anybody could win. I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm not going to pick a fighter right now. But I'm just talking about the matchup, decision to match them against each other, which is kind of crazy because Blanchfield and Manon were going at it. They were jawing each other. And listen, Rose is not going to want to jump in and fight Taylor Santos. I don't think so, no. You notice how Rose pretty much chose a striker coming into the division. A striker. Not Aaron Blanchfield. And I think Aaron would have taken the fight against Rose. Rose just got choked out. Tatiana Suarez is at 115 now. Get out the way. But still, what is Rose doing? She about to get destroyed. She at the tail end of her career, she about to get destroyed. I see some bad beatings for a lot of these fighters that's been in here for a while. That's, I think, part of the reason why Nunes got out the game. And, like I said, I think if Shevchenko, if she beats Grasso, if she gets that belt back, Valentina might want to retire. Get up out the way. Don't let these girls embarrass you on your way out. Come on, Valentina. If she gets the belt back and not embarrassed, that will just be her only little hiccup. And now she's a 2-time champion and whatever. But it's heating up right now. It's getting bad. Where I see Valentina taking some whoopings. Rose taking some whoopings. Some of these fighters that's been here for a while about to start getting whooped. Beaten up, man. Things are changing. Things are changing, and I like it. Now, look. I'm going to keep this close in mind. I'll come back to that. Strawweight division. Rose, I don't know. As far as power, if she can't hurt Manon, Rose is in all kinds of trouble. If she can't hurt Manon, she in all kinds of trouble. Manon got more educated offense than Andrade. And Andrade was putting it on Rose. It's more educated than Andrade. Rose thing, she has to be able to get respect at 125. I've been telling everybody, that 10-pound jump, that's major. That's a major jump. Okay? I'd be very weary about that and listen, at 115, I've always said Rose looks soft at 115. Back when I used to talk about an atomweight division, I included Rose as one of the fighters who could probably make it. she looked relatively soft at 115. She ain't all ripped and jacked like no Felice Herrig. She ain't draining like that. She's not filled out like that at 115. She's not. You saw how she looked at bantamweight against Jillian Robertson. You didn't see all those rolls and hips, and she was chubby at 135. So I think she's gonna be a little undersized. Now, listen, I know she got punching power at 115, but it's really early. Like if Rose don't catch you in the first round, she's not gonna knock you out. Her power is early, very early power. It's not, and it's like once you get past the first round, she's like definitely not knocking nobody out. Manon is a different story. Sometimes Manon is still building. By the end of the second, beginning of the third, she's getting more and more aggressive. And the power, the knockout power, is still there, and it's getting bigger. Two totally different types of fighters. Rose is more like a front runner. Manon, a back runner. So if Rose can't stop Manon early, I think it's going to get worse and worse for Rose. This is a fun fight for me. I think the styles match up where it's easy to predict how it'll unfold. You know, like if Rose wins, how she'll win. I'm thinking if Rose wins, it'll be by early stoppage, where her power traveled up a division, even if only for the first round or first part of the first round. Boom, clock Manon, hurt her, fight's over. But if Manon wins, it'll probably be second, third, or beat her on decision. By winning, the good chance she'll win the second and the third, Manon. So yeah, dangerous fight. Manon, I think 2 inches taller. 2 inches taller. I don't know about reach. I thought their reach was the same. 65 inches. But some sources say otherwise. Give Manon a slight edge. The kicks. This is another problem for Rose. Those leg kicks are bad for Rose. Rose don't like getting kicked in the leg. I think Michelle Watterson exposed that. She don't really like that. And what's she gonna do? Grab Manon's leg and try to take her down? What is Rose gonna do really? Even if Manon is kicking her in the stomach, Manon loves to do that. What do y'all think Rose gonna do? You think she's gonna grab her leg and try to take her down? I don't think she's gonna try to do that. Rose is gonna be getting kicked. Those leg kicks and calf kicks and crazy kicks. Manon is like a Holly Holm type of fighter. John Jones type of fighter. She really is in that regard. That always seemed like a bad matchup for Rose. Remember with Jessica Andrade, the way she targeted Rose's legs. This is really like a nightmare matchup for Rose. It really is. Matter of fact, this PNG does not serve this well. Because there's a size advantage for Manon. I think we need to stay mindful of. When's the last time Rose fought somebody taller than her? Think about that now. Carla Esparza, Weili Zhang. All these girls are shorter. The only one taller, I think, was Joanna, and that was like by an inch. And they were pretty much neck and neck. They were looking eye to eye. Nobody was looking down on the other. Rose has never really fought nobody this big. Whether it be height or width, this tall or wide, or long. And this big, tall, long opponent throw a lot of kicks, crazy leg kicks, karate kicks. Rose about to go in here and get beaten up, man. Now, maybe Rose, knocks her out. Maybe she knocks her out. I'm saying there's a chance. There's a chance for it. Who knows? Maybe she clocks her, knocks her out. Rose, maybe she's hitting the weights with Pat Barry. Pat Barry, heavyweight. A lot of weight lifting experience and knowledge in her camp. Maybe she's, hopping on some good supplements. And maybe she brings some power. It's not impossible. Natalia Silva did it. She was soft at 115, bulked up to 125, and she's got power, real live power at 125. Maybe Rose does that. That's not out the question. But I'm going to just say she won't. Yeah. I'm going to take Manon, but I don't count Rose out. We'll see what happens there. And they made Santos Blanchfield. They booked this fight before. Santos pulled out. Andrade replaced her. She destroyed Andrade. Andrade is out of here. She's back to 115, about to fight Suarez. So this fight, like if Aaron wins and Manon wins, who fights for the title? Is what I'm wondering. Who fights for the title? Wait a minute. If Aaron, who's on a win streak, Santos not on a win streak. Only Aaron is on a win streak. Rose is not on a win streak. Only Manon is on a win streak. So if the only two fighters on a win streak wins, are they supposed to fight each other now? If so, then I don't know about that. The champion might have to, maybe they plan on having the champion sit out for a while. Because, at least that's what it seems like. Whoever gets the title shot, they're going to have to earn it. Really earn it. Aaron might have to beat Taylor Santos and Manon before she gets a title shot. Is that how it's going to go? If it is, hey, I'm not complaining. I just think that's, kind of incredible. Like, when does the UFC ever make people work that hard for a title shot? But hey, no complaints. No complaints. I can rock with that. You want to make the fighters really, really earn their title shot? We'll see what happens. I'm going to take Santos because she is very big and strong. I know Aaron is strong. Aaron is weirdly strong. And her punches hurt. Girls don't like to get hit by Aaron. Even girls who can strike, they don't like to get hit by her. And she always finds a way to hit you and land shots and, make you uncomfortable. That's the thing. Her striking is not the best, but she believes in it. And it always eventually makes her opponents uncomfortable. That's not so with Santos. Santos end up getting overwhelmed. She has a lot of moments like that, where she's just not answering shots. I talked about this before. She's just not responding. A lot of unanswered shots. Taylor Santos. You're not getting that with Aaron. You're not getting that. Could you imagine? You can't even picture that. Her a bunch of unanswered shots, not happening. So the style difference is I think vast. When they strike on the ground, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Aaron is better at submissions. She's better at submissions, or at least she gets more submissions. I think she's better. She's more efficient. But Santos can stop you too. But Santos just seems strong, man. And she's very athletic. I just don't know about that. I'm going to take Santos. We'll see what happens. I like the way, they're making the fighters earn that shot. And they're sort of flaunting the competitiveness of the division. And with that in mind, like I said, Valentina might want to, if she gets that belt back, girl, you need to get up out of there. Get up out of there. Retire. That's what I'm saying. Call it quits. Lay your gloves down. Leave them in the cage and retire. Like, hey, I've accomplished everything I want to accomplish. Because listen, right now, you got two more flyweights who might make it up there. Karine Silva and Natalia Silva, you throw them in the mix with Erin Blanchfield, Taylor Santos, Manon Fiorot, and Rose Namajunas. Valentina, get up out of there. What are you doing? What are you waiting around for anyway? You want a whole nother generation of chicks to beat up? You want to just prove you can dominate two generations, two different ways, two different eras? Okay, we'll see. I just don't know. That would be incredible hunger on her part. Most girls, they're not trying to. Valentina don't ever have to fight again for money. Now she living up to her saying. She said, hey, this is my life. Martial arts is my life. So I guess no matter how much money she makes, she's always going to want to be a fighter. Okay, I'm entertained. But wow, somebody need to write a book about her. That's crazy. She made what? 7 title defenses. Look at how Joanna has retired after far fewer title defenses than Valentina. Valentina don't need money. She don't need money. And you just about to stick around and your plan is to beat up on a bunch of girls who do need money. Your plan is to fight and beat up these girls who have not made all those huge paychecks that you've made. Where are you going to get the hunger to do that, even for Valentina Shevchenko? That is a tall order, man. Are you out of your mind? I would love to interview Valentina. Like, Valentina, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Now, if she pulls that off, no doubt some journalist somewhere is going to have to press her on that. Like, what in the world? Where are you getting this motivation from? So many champions will tell you, both MMA and boxing, once you accomplish so much, you lose that hunger. You're not as hungry as you were when you were coming up through the ranks. You're not even close. After you've enjoyed the riches, you got a whole lot of money. you lose that hunger. That's like a rule. They tell you it's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to happen. And you dealing with other women who never tasted that. Wow. So if Shevchenko gets that belt back, makes a few more defenses, she got a lot of fighters that she's going to have to beat. Some difficult fighter. Alexa Grasso. And here's the thing. While I'm saying she might want to think about it, Grasso might be the easiest fight for her. Yeah. I think so. Right now, Grasso might be the easiest opponent for Valentina. So if you beat, possibly the easiest fighter for you to beat, get out of there. Now, I think she'll slap Rose around, but I don't even think they would make that fight. But even if they did, man, that's a dangerous fight. This is crazy, man. The direction of this division is crazy right now. Now, let me switch my screens here. Because I don't feel like coming back here to re-emphasize my points with some of these other fights that's taking place. Now, I think the other four fighters, I think they made weight successfully. At least I hope they did. They better have. No more screwing around with the weights. All right, ladies. Eating your donuts and your cereal and you're missing weight. Let's not do that. Now, we're going to lose a lot of these fights. Pullouts and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy with MMA. So, I'm prepared for that. I'm mentally prepared for that. Macy Barber. Okay, I've already talked about this. Yes, I've talked about this. I'm taking Jillian Robertson. Wait, did they make? Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, they all made weight. There was another fight. Na Liang, JJ, nah. See, I'm going to take Inoue. Inoue over Hana Goldie. All day. That's an easy pick. JJ Aldrich over Na Liang. Another easy pick. Unless you get clocked and knocked out, JJ Aldrich takes that fight. A lot of people think, I checked out the comment section here. A lot of people think Grasso is going to win the rematch. And I'm taking Grasso. But, of course, Shevchenko could win. Somebody said Grasso gets knocked out. Somebody said Valentina will be shooting for those legs from the first bell. She will not be willing to keep this fight standing for even 1 second. People, oh my goodness. That talking point right there is going to be popular, I suspect, if it happens. No fighter has really made Valentina that uncomfortable standing. So if she does that, which I don't, that would be surprising. But Grasso makes her uncomfortable. It's a very strange matchup. And Valentina seems totally thrown off. I don't know why. It's just styles make fights. We'll see what she does. She seems to be in a good place mentally. She's on vacation, going here and there. She seems happy. That's good. That's the most important thing. Stay happy. Being mad and depressed ain't gonna change nothing. So you might as well be happy. You're still gonna be here, right? Tomorrow. Still gonna be alive. Not gonna help you to be depressed. So I think as long as Shevchenko's happy and having fun, and that's with all the fighters, and that's what I keep saying all the time. Like this move of Rose to go up. That to me seems fun. And it don't seem like enough girls have fun with this. They're taking it too serious. It's not that serious. Have fun with it. You know? Y'all all gonna get slapped around and take some lumps. Make it entertaining, right? Why not? Okay, so I think that's all. I haven't watched. Yeah, I haven't watched that. What in the world is this? Looking fierce. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know. This is crazy. Valentina. Boy, oh boy. We're about to find out a whole lot. I tell you what. After this fight, I'm going to have a whole lot to say. After this rematch, I'm going to have a whole lot to say. It's going to tell me a whole lot about both of them. So, and I don't mean that about Grasso. I'm saying she might be the easiest opponent for Valentina. She might be. No, I could see Grasso beating any of these fighters. It's good, whether it be Rose or anybody. I could see her doing that. I could be totally wrong about that. But I'm saying that's a competitive division, and we're not even talking about the Natalia Silva, Karine Silva. Man, please. That is the danger zone right now. The flyweight division is the best division, most competitive division. Yeah, I see Lemos taking the belt from Weili. Yeah, I don't think Weili will be able to hurt Lemos. That's the thing. She can submit her, but I don't see her being able to hurt her. And even the submitter, I think you got to be pretty good. Weili's not really she's an athletic freak, so she could do anything. She could try something we've never seen. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. She's going to have to do something like that. Against Carla, she did something we've never seen her do. You know, when you got good athleticism, you can do that. You can just train for something and just do it. So that's the thing. You don't know what's going to happen. Just got to take a fighter. I feel like Lemos, her style is too awkward, unpredictable. And Weili seemed like a fighter she prefers more structure or fundamental. You know, Lemos is real awkward. She's awkward and throws, I'm taking Lemos. Rose better striker than Manon. Manon's predictable. Rose might be a better boxer than Manon. I would say that. I'd say that. Yeah, she's a better boxer. But Rose is not a kicking, really. She really is not a kicking fighter. She'll throw a head kick every now and then. But Manon is like real prolific with those kicks. And they bother her opponents. Her opponents don't like them. You know, it limits their move. And if she limits Rose's movement with those leg kicks, Rose is in trouble, man. I don't know about that. And at a certain point, Rose, her power just goes all out the window. Where her strikes are just worthless. After around the second, end of the second, third round, she ain't got no power. So I see her getting hurt. She gonna get hurt, man. She gonna have to stop Manon early. Yeah, I don't know about that. Where is Rose getting the confidence to take this fight in regard to her own skill? It's like she's on crack. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It's like, okay, what are you thinking, Rose? What are you thinking? I know what she's thinking. Hey, Hail Mary, I'll shock the world again. Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to, because I think if Rose lose, it'll be bad. It'll be in a bad way, like she'll get stopped. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Those fighters with who like prolific with kicks, they seem to bother Rose. They seem to bother, but we'll see. I don't count her out. It is MMA. Rose. The thing is with Rose is she got good boxing. She just ain't got no power. Early she has power. Once she loses power, you can deal with her. You can give her that work. And, the more you pressure her, the worse it gets for her. And Manon can do that. So, yeah. And Manon could probably take her down. Rose just got choked out. Yeah, I'm going to take Manon. Yes, yeah. Yeah, and you know what? Rose, I think Manon is vulnerable to head kicks. You saw Jennifer Maya kicked her in the head. So that might be a part of Rose's game plan. Could be. She'll throw the occasional kick, but nobody throws as many leg kicks as Manon. And that can be an issue. I mean, Manon kicks you in your quadriceps, in odd places, your decaps. There's not many girls who use those types of karate kicks. So it's always an issue in Manon fights. Manon makes it an issue. And Rose don't make it an issue. So only Rose's legs will be hurting. You see? Manon's legs will be fine. Rose won't. So I don't know. I don't know about that. It seemed like a bass down matchup for Rose, at least for me right now. I mean, I could see Rose catching her, the occasional shot. But aside from that, I would expect Manon to be winning on scorecard. Yeah. And if Macy Barber can't hurt Amanda Ribas, it's a wrap, I think. If she can't hurt her and if she can't maul her, she better hope that she can maul Amanda Ribas. If she can't, it should be a fairly easy fight, in my opinion. Fairly easy fight for Amanda Ribas. That's a good fight. We got 2 good fights, I think, tomorrow. Interesting fights. I might do a live coverage on it. We'll see. That is all for this live stream. I will see you on the next.